I think we're live.
There you go.
There we are. Hi, I'm Barb.
And I'm Ed. And we're the Streeters.
Welcome to the RDRV channel. And tonight we're going to answer your questions about stained glass. So welcome. Welcome. It's good to see everyone.
Yeah, it is good to see everybody. It's great to be back home and back in town, and we're not running up and down the highway. And glad we were home this weekend, because where we were headed would have been a mess, and we'd probably still be on the highway. So anyway, we're happy to be here with everybody. Just want to say hi. Don't forget, if you've got any questions tonight about your stained glass projects, please feel free to put them in the queue there, and we'll get to them.
Yeah, just write them in the chat. And tonight, the contest.
We got some crazy.
Yeah, tonight you can be entered in a contest to have a 15-minute consultation with Ed for free. Just type in hashtag stained glass. So
that's hashtag stained glass in the comment section, right, Barb?
Yep.
Put it in the comments, hashtag stained glass in the comment section, and you'll be automatically entered into our drawing that'll happen at the end of the video, which is a long way away. So settle in. And hey, we got something new for you tonight, Barb.
Yeah, and then also we'll have the glass chat. Ed's going to have a little glass chat for you. And we'll get started in just a minute with questions. We have questions coming in already. And then we are going to do a glass demo about with glass cutting.
Yeah,
did I say that?
You just did, Barb. So anyway, working with glass is very exciting. And over the past 30 years or thereabouts, we have taught thousands, plural, of students to do stained glass within our area over the last 30 years. Now, of course, some of them have passed on and went, to the big stained glass shop in the sky. And but we've really taught a lot of people. And with the RDRV channel in the last year, we've put together over 100 videos.
That's right.
To help people along with your projects and how to do stained glass. So, with the RDRV channel, you can learn stained glass at your own pace. And also, we ask you, in return for us showing you these videos and teaching you, that you mentor someone and possibly show them our channel or help them start doing stained glass. Let's keep this going, because, this is an art. And they classify it as a lost art. So, and it's a craft. So there's a little bit of a difference, but stained glass, you should mentor someone in honor of Barb and I for running this channel for free for y'all.
Yeah, mentor someone.
Why not, right?
Yeah, it's important.
I hope that maybe we are in some small way, maybe even mentoring some of y'all. So
yep.
Anyway, so
that's cool. So,
we've got some questions coming up, but we're going to give everybody a little bit of time to kind of sign in and get ready. But I want to ask you, tonight's question of the night,
from us to you,
is where are you and what is your temperature outside?
That is two questions.
Oh, that's two questions. Yeah, where are you?
And the outside temperature.
And the outside temperature.
We don't need your temperature.
No, not your temperature.
Not unless you're sick. We might want your temperature, but anyway, yeah. Where are you at, and what is the temperature outside?
Where are you located, and what is your temperature outside?
What is the temperature here?
The outside temperature right here, right now, is 37 degrees.
Okay, so we're going to jump right into questions, because we've got some questions coming in, and we had some questions during the week, and so yeah, let's get right in that.
Let's get to it, Barb.
Let's get to it. And let's see right here. Ooh, we just had the first question that came in was from Mel.
Hey, Mel, how are you?
Yeah, hi, Mel.
Hope you're well out on the West Coast, hon.
And her question is, she is going to be working with fused glass, and she has 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch glass. So how would you handle the different size, the different widths, and would you put it together face up or face down?
Well, Mel, the first thing is, if you're using copper foil or lead, Or if you're going to mix it up, which I'm thinking you're on this project that you're working on, I have a feeling you're going to be mixing it up. But what you want is your kiln side of your fused piece of glass should be down, okay? And this way, everything will be, as you're putting your window together, everything will be the same level on your table. Now, when you go to flip it over to either solder the other side or to solder the joints on the other side for the lead, you're going to need to get probably some 1/2-inch foam, styrofoam. And you're going to need to like put it on top of your window and mark where your fused pieces are and cut those openings out. And then you're going to lay your stained glass, the foam down, and then flip your stained glass window over so that your high spots rest in the openings that you've cut inside the styrofoam to keep everything together and keep it from moving in directions that it's not supposed to. Mel, I hope that helps you out. And I'm guessing that these fuse pieces are going to be the fog coming across the bridge. Looking forward to it, hon. Looking forward to seeing it.
Yes, we are. If you have any more questions, just go ahead and don't forget to
enter
in
tonight's drawing because
she has
Oh, okay,
she
great.
has entered.
Great.
And so yeah, people are checking in. Everyone's here. Oh my gosh. Okay. The coldest temperature so far is -40.
Where in the world are you at?
Oh, she's in Canada.
Oh, in Canada. Oh, my God. On the western part of Canada or up on, like in the Ottawa area, maybe?
We mailed something to her, and I should know that, but I cannot remember exactly where she's at.
Well, you know, in Canada, it gets really cold, and we are getting all of your cold air.
Quebec.
Oh, in Quebec, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, it's definitely cold. You got to love Canada if you like that cold.
Mel said it's kind of 60-ish there.
60-ish, all right.
27 in Wisconsin. Wisconsin, right?
Ray, 27 degrees in Pittsburgh. Hey, buddy.
Fort
Hey, we
Wayne,
missed you last week. I hope you're
28.
well.
So everybody looks like they're having cold weather except Mel. Mel's enjoying 60-ish temperatures.
It's a great time to be in the glass studio tonight, Mel. Hope you had a good day.
Finger Lakes, 24 degrees. Massachusetts, 36.
Yeah, we're at 37 here in Conway, South Carolina. We didn't get any snow yesterday, but
Thank you, Mel.
our daughter
Thank you, Mel.
and the grandkids and son-in-law, everybody, they all got snow up in the upstate. So I think they got, about 6 or 8 inches. So, Karen, you should have got some snow too. Hope everybody's feeling better.
Hope Denver's feeling better. I see that Denver got COVID. Sorry about that, Karen. I hate to hear that.
Air hugs, kid.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, that's not good at all.
Get well soon. Yeah, we missed you last week, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Karen was probably feeling pretty puny. Ray's back this week. We missed Ray last week. Everybody's back.
12 inches of snow. Joan, where are you? 12 inches of snow. Okay.
Holy cow.
Mississippi Gulf Coast is 50 degrees. So, yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll be happy to answer them for you. And thanks for answering today's question. I was really curious. I guess all of us are kind of cold and
Yeah, and you know what? I'm thinking that my breath is going to start showing up in here any minute.
it's not real warm in here, honestly.
Well, we were working on things at the house today, so we neglected to run the heat up today, and I don't think it got above 42 degrees today. So
I don't think it
was
did
really
either.
chilly.
What is the temperature tonight?
Right? Oh, tonight is 26.
Okay.
Low tonight is 26. So.
Okay, I want to share something. There was a question that came in and has been coming in on a forum that I listen to on Facebook. And honestly, it's one of my favorite forums, and there's tons of them out there, and I don't know all of them, but Stained Glass Addicts, I enjoy that because they have a good mentorship, and everyone is very kind, and they share, and,
no secrets.
No battles and no secrets. So, There was questions coming up about patina. I can't get my black patina to do this. I can't get my copper patina to do this. So, I think her name is Pat Coe. I believe it's Pat. I know it's Pat. Answered that question because she called Novacan, and she asked them, "How do you get the
So listen
patina
up. Barb's going to give you the answer to this really, really in-depth question that has stumped many of us for a long time."
So the answer to it is, of course, like we've been telling you, clean that flux off the glass. Make sure it is totally clean.
It's got to be gone, y'all. So guess what? Barb's going to tell you now a great neutralizer to clean your stained glass windows.
Why don't you tell them, Ed?
I want you to tell
I
them.
want you to tell them. Anyway, make sure that you clean your glass really well. Do not leave your patina on overnight.
Or your flux.
Or your flux on overnight. Don't leave your flux on overnight. Clean it immediately after you solder it. And neutralize it with baking soda. After it's completely clean, neutralize it with baking soda. Rub it with water and baking soda. Rinse it. And you are good to go. Add your patina. It's going to get black. When you touch it, it immediately is going to get black.
Jet black.
That's as black as it's going to get. Leaving it overnight will not make it more black.
Only thing leaving it overnight will do is give you more of a mess to clean up. So here's my tip about soldering. If you're too tired to finish the window when you're done soldering, you're too tired to start soldering. Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah,
start fresh and do it in the steps that are required so that you don't have a big mess to clean up.
Yeah, don't not finish it. So make sure you don't leave your flux on overnight or all day. Just, clean it up and then make sure that the patina is cleaned off after you add it to your window.
Well, think about it. We all know that bicarbonate soda, okay, will stop indigestion as well because it neutralizes the acid in your stomach.
So it's
neutralizing
the acid.
You're neutralizing the acid. You're cleaning it. You're drying it off. And just a quick secret, and I've told y'all that I cannot stand copper patina. Well,
we're going to try something.
We're going to try something and we're going to video it.
Well, let's not say we're going to do something because we say we're going to do a lot of things that we never get. So, that's a project we might be working on.
Well, let me just tell you to ease your minds, okay?
Yeah.
Barbara's giving you the cat out of the bag right here.
What's that?
It is, because we just told you what the problem is with your patinas. Now, with your copper patina, okay, your patinas are metal oxides that are going to oxidize the solder.
Right.
50-50 solder oxidizes great, but 60-40 because it has more tin, okay? 60-40 solder has more tin. There's several reasons it's used in copper foil. This reason, number one, is you solder your work with 60-40 and then you want to copper patina it. Well, you know what? If you'll clean the window, the steps we just told you, when you apply that copper patina, because you've neutralized the acid, and you're using 60-40, which means there's 60% tin, the metal oxides in your patina are going to oxidize the tin. So your copper patina is actually going to be copper rather than pink. Try it out because it works. Neutralize your window, clean it really well, put your copper patina on, and use 60-40 solder only for your copper patina.
And for black patina
Black patina too.
Okay, so it was really, and I want to thank Pat for doing that because it answered two questions. Questions people have been asking about soldering, and also why when we've been doing it for years, why does our patina look different? And we couldn't figure out because the 50-50 and the 60-40. Now we know why. When we're doing copper foil, we're going to do it with the 60/40 always.
Because we're
sometimes
going to
we use-
patina it.
Right, because sometimes we'll say, okay, we'll just use 50/50 this time. But see, learn something. We
Yeah,
learn
so what
something.
because we do mainly lead work, we use 50/50 in-house. But I can promise you, now after reading this article from Pat, and thanks again for taking the time to go on the phone and talk to Novacan, because their engineers are busy as well, their chemical engineers are busy. So but they could explain it to us, and now we hope that you've enjoyed this, because now we've explained it to you and what happens and why. That's awesome, Barb.
Yeah, I thought that was really nice. Yes, Pat Coe. Okay, she is great. She is great. And is she an admin? I'm not sure. She might be an admin. But that Stained Glass Addicts is great. And Karen Mills, she's also in on Stained Glass Addicts. And I know she's been getting a lot of great tips too. So if you're on Facebook, visit them and say hello and join their group. I really like them. Okay, we have a question. And
Oh, we got the echo taken care of this week,
yeah,
guys.
we fixed it. I'm trying to get the questions up here so we can go ahead and
Yeah,
hello to everyone. I may not be, I can see you. I may not be able to say all the names, but I see you and I appreciate you.
and hey, and we appreciate it if you're just tuning in and haven't ever watched the channel before. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up if this is helping you out. That little tidbit of information about that Flux and about the Novacan should help a lot of you, and I know it helped me and Barb, because honestly, I was stumped
Yeah, that was
because
it.
I
That
didn't
was a
use
good one.
copper
I
patina
enjoyed
because
that.
I didn't like the paint color, and now I know why.
Now you know why it didn't have
Yeah.
enough
So,
tint.
and again, like we've always told you, we don't pretend to know everything. We all just learn something.
Okay,
Thanks, Pat.
Yeah, thanks, Pat Coe. And then we had a question from Mike. Is it possible to pull an old panel apart and resolder it? Good question.
I'm going to say probably not, because of the oxidation. Now I have a drill, and it's a side drill, and I put a wire brush inside that drill with a 1/4-inch shank on it, and I clean those solder joints off and get all that oxidation off that I can. What you're going to find, Mike, is get as much oxidation off as you can, flux it, and use Ruby Flux because it's stronger than the other fluxes out there. And then once you flux it, clean it again, heat it, flux it, and then resolder it. And sometimes it'll work. Do be careful though, because your lead from probably 25 or 30, maybe 40 years ago is going to be a
Yeah.
little bit thinner on the edge. And if your lead has a rib on each side of it, you might as well just take it apart and completely re-lead it. And don't undersell yourself to completely re-lead it. Remember, you're handling that window twice. You've got to take it apart, and now you've got to clean it and put it back together. Don't sell yourself short. There's a lot of work there, my friend, but it'll look good when you're finished.
It's double the work.
It's twice the work.
Double the work. So
I would rather rebuild it than try to resolder.
And sometimes that has to be done.
Yeah.
So think about that. Can you use, okay, here's another one. Can you use patina on lead cane?
You can only on the. I only would use it on the joints because, like copper foil, it has to have solder all over it in order for the chemical reaction to work as a solid. You can wipe patina on zinc and it's going to give it patchy, almost like a camouflage look. And the same thing would probably happen on lead. If you finish your lead right, you don't need to patina it because you're going to burnish it enough and polish it so that the lead is almost black anyway. If you use the recipe for the glazing compound that's on our website, you won't have to patina your lead because it'll turn it black.
Right, right. And
Right?
so
If you look at the lead right here, this is a beautiful pewter color. But guess what? All of these 12 windows are going in on the 24th, and next week we're polishing them. They're going to be black before we're finished with them.
Yeah, they're going in on the 24th.
Well, the
I'm
24th,
sure
25th,
you guys would
and
be glad to
26th.
finally see what they look like. We will too.
We'll be glad to see that check. We've been waiting a year on it.
Yeah. We're not waiting.
No, I'm
We're
just
good.
kidding.
We're good. We're good. Is Stained Glass Addicts on YouTube? No. No, they're not.
They are a group on Facebook, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're a Facebook group.
So you can look them up and join and answer their few questions that they require you to answer in order to become part of their group. And like Barbara said, there's no nasties on there, and there really aren't any secrets.
They monitor that. Yes.
And
they
there
do.
really aren't any secrets on there, so.
Well, everyone seems to share. So I don't know why that's on there. Okay. Okay, we have any more questions, or are we ready to move on to another segment? Any more questions? I mean, we can go back to questions if you all have questions, and we can go into chat. Have I missed?
We miss any questions, anybody?
Did we miss any questions?
Don't forget, hashtag stained glass. Sign up for the free drawing tonight at the end of the night.
Yep. And I'll put that up again so
It'll be
you
there.
guys can see it.
It'll be the end of the night in a little while, but not right now.
Let's see. There you go. Hashtag stained glass, and you'll be entered in the drawing automatically. And that's for you guys.
So the little frame you see around our picture tonight of Barb and I live is the look outside of the door of the RV at our last campsite last week while we were out camping. We had a wonderful time.
Saw some great sunsets.
We were like right on top of the hill and nobody around us, and we had a beautiful sunset for 4 nights. It was beautiful.
Okay, Marion, what size cane would you start with? What size cane would we start with?
For
For a beginner? Is that what you're asking? Mary, is that what you're asking for a beginner? What size cane?
Well, your outside perimeter of your window can either be 3/8 flat H lead, or you can use zinc, which I prefer not to. I don't use it. I use lead. And then depending on the size of your window, it should dictate the face or the profile of your lead. If you're doing something really small, they make lead as narrow as 1/8 of an inch. But I will tell you this. If you're going to use 1/8 inch lead, your cutting better be on your game and part of it all the time, because there is no forgiving you on 1/8 inch lead. Basically on 3/16 either, which we use 3/16 lead on the entire live oak project. So, you better be on your game cutting your glass and make sure that you do it correctly. And do me a favor. Don't depend on your grinder to do your glass cutting for you, because it's not designed for that.
Okay, so how do you get your pattern ideas onto paper? Karen wanted to know. Hey, Karen.
Hey, yep. Well, the first thing that you need, and you probably already have one, is you need a sketchbook.
Yeah.
Because without that sketchbook, you have no idea what you're doing, and it all stays inside your head. So if you think of something, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do a sketch. That's why it's called a sketchbook. Just do a sketch of it, a rough sketch, block it in, take a look at it. While it's on your mind, block it in. And then you can look at it later. But do that, put things in your book. Barbara and I have sketchbooks everywhere.
Right.
We have sketchbooks
so-
at home. We have sketchbooks in the dining room. We have a sketchbook in the living room. If we think of something, I'm sorry, Barb, go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking about, and so once you get your sketch, play with that sketch, look at other stained glass, redo your sketch, and then the next step would be to put in your lead lines.
Right.
So think about how your cutting experiences are. Think about how experienced you are at cutting,
Right.
and make your lead lines appropriate for your level
of cutting skills.
Of cutting skills. And I do want to say one thing. Karen, if you want to know about getting your pattern ideas onto paper, if you'll go to Derek Hunt, stained glass. He just did a video on design. It's really good. So he's one of my favorite stained glass artists.
And he's in the UK.
He's in the UK. He's great, and he's got a design.
You know, he restores windows that are 500 and 600, 1,000 years old. It's awesome.
So he did a design video just recently. So
him
check
being
him
in
out.
the UK where everything is old, man, I would love to just work in his studio with him for a month. That's all. Just 1 month. That's all. You hear that, Derek?
I don't know if he watches us.
I don't know if he watches or not, but if you do, hello. And I want to take a moment and just say hi to my oldest grandson. How you doing, Taylor?
Hi, Taylor.
I know it's cold where you are, buddy. Stay warm.
And some of our family may be watching because they're snowed in.
Yeah, so
hi everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I hope you have electricity and you're in front of the gas logs. So, if not,
put another blanket on and
get in front of the gas
get in front
logs.
of the gas logs.
Oh, yeah. Karen loves Derek. She loves to hear him talk. Okay, so how do you sign up and where? Okay, here you go. Joan, there you go. If you are, whoops, let me get this comment down. If you're looking for a way to sign up for the contest, just type that in the chat, #stained glass, and you'll automatically be entered. And we're doing the drawing at the end of the show, and you get a 15-minute consultation with Ed. If Brenda Craig comes on, say hello, Brenda, because I got to get in touch with you. You went offline before we
got your
announced the
information.
winner, and I couldn't get in touch with you. Also, if you are the winner, please stay at
Connected.
the end so I can private chat you and give you the address to get in touch with us and give you Ed's telephone number so you can chat with him. Okay? And you'll set up the appointment with him because he's a busy man.
Well, actually, after I get my hip operated on, I'll have 2 weeks to talk to anybody about anything.
Yes. Lots of chats, right?
Call me from
all kind
home.
of chats away. Okay, that's cool. So, yeah, that's good. So let's see if we have any more questions before we head on.
We'll just
to
do
the-
consultations while I'm hammed up in bed with my hip.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Derek Hunt is on YouTube, and he's in the UK, and you'll really enjoy his videos. He's got a very good show. Okay. Why don't we? Let's see what we could do here. Let's do this. Let's go to. We could go to Glass Chat, Ed. Do you want to go to Glass Chat?
Hey, all right, here we go. We're going to Glass Chat.
Let's go to Glass Chat. Okay. All right.
So tonight, hey everybody, it's Ed here, and we're at Glass Chat. It's Monday night Q&A live here in the studio at Conway Glass. So welcome aboard, everybody. I want to show y'all a tool that I've had for a long time. It was my father's, and my grandfather gave it to him. So I want you. This is a very.
There you go. You're good. You'll have to go over here.
This is a very simple piece of equipment, but it is the most accurate measuring
Should we put the
utensil that you can use for doing small things such as window sashes, cabinet doors, door glasses, things like that. Now this is a Lufkin, okay, and everybody knows that, Stanley makes a good tape.
Oh, there's no sound. Why is there no sound? Okay, try it now. There should be sound on that.
You got that and that.
Huh? Okay.
You gotta remove one.
Yeah. I can't.
Hello, are we there now? Hey, I think we're there now, right?
They can hear us now, but
Can you hear us now? All this new gear, guys. We're sorry. We're trying to keep up with it.
I don't know why that's.
I don't know, but it has no sound to it. Right
Well,
there.
that's to keep it from
No.
That's to keep it from doing the other. Okay. Okay.
Well, just go back
Couldn't
to
hear
there.
the demo. They couldn't hear the demo. Okay. Can you hear the demo now? You are back.
Okay, are we back? Somebody let Barbara know if we're back or not, please.
We are fine?
Are we back?
Okay, you are fine. So-
Great. So you need a stick rule to go in your toolbox. This is the most accurate measuring utensil that you can have in your toolbox. There is no mistaking it. And if you know how to read a tape measure between eighths, 3 and 16ths, and quarters and halves and all that, just keep in mind there are only 8 eighths in an inch, not 10 eighths. There are 8 eighths in an inch. There are no tenths of anything, okay? Everything in an inch has to deal with eighths, 16ths, 32nds, and 64ths. And if you get that technical with a 64th, you really don't need to with stained glass. Plus or minus an eighth is good for you and good for me.
So, since they missed the first part of that, do you want to kind of say that again? Because that was really important.
Well, let me tell you what's important. What's important is for you to have what's called a Lufkin red end stick measuring tape in your toolbox. This measures up to 72 inches, but it also has a slide rule on it that measures an additional 6 inches, okay? It's absolutely a necessity for your toolbox because this is the greatest tool to measure your door glasses. It's a great tool to measure your cabinet door glasses, your regular door, front door glasses, your back door, anything that you're putting stained glass in that you need an accurate measurement that's less than 72 inches. This, my friend, is going to be the tool of choice for you. Now again, this one was my dad's and my grandfather gave it to him. So this one, and you can see that it pivots, okay? See that?
Can they see it? Yeah.
There we go. So it pivots. And what I like to do is I take just the oil from the edge of my nose and I put it right there. And that lubricates it. You don't need to spray WD-40 on this. WD-40 is also not only a lubricant, but it's a corrosive as well. So,
thanks for warning me about that.
yeah, I just wanted to tell you. So anyway, get you one of these Lufkins and put it in your toolbox. Keep it in your shirt pocket. Keep it in your back pocket because you can measure, you can measure anything up to 78 inches and it's going to be more accurate than you can make it with a tape measure. So there you have it, guys, okay?
Yeah, so
I just want you to see that.
Ray said the Lufkin is on wood rule, is what they call it. 6 foot, $14.98 on Amazon. Thanks, Ray. We appreciate that.
And it's an awesome piece of equipment for your toolbox. So do that, and you'll be happy that you did. You'll be happy that you did.
Okay, cool. you know, I guess you guys can hear us now. And I'm not sure what happened, but I think it was my mistake. I was hitting the wrong button and
Just somehow, I don't know how it happened.
I don't know how it happened, but it did.
Okay,
Now,
so we're back.
I think we're back. I think you'll see that the demo mic is off, but the other mic is on.
Right. So the mic that's right here to my right is the one we're working off of tonight. And I guess are we going back to the next segment, Barb? Or?
Yeah, I think what we're going to do next, and I'm just getting used to all this stuff. I think right now we're going to do the live glass demo. And I think you're going to show us, right?
Well, I'm going to show you a couple different things.
You're going to show us, we're going to go and you're going to show us something. What are you going to show us?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to recap what we talked about last week. Again, unless you can cut your glass correctly, putting your window together is going to be so difficult and frustrating for you that you're going to lose interest. So here's the thing. Like we talked last week, this is our square. We learned how to use this last week. And remember, when we're cutting straight lines with our glass square, we are only pulling our cutter towards us, okay? Now that means that we've just cut a straight line, and I have my running pliers right here, and we're going to run this right out. Boom. Just like that, okay? So your glass cutting square is made for cutting strips, for cutting borders, even for squaring up your sheets of stained glass, because it's best to start with a square piece of glass than it is to start with a goofy piece, but you can square it up with this. Okay? So remember, I want you to hear this, and I'm just going to run this through. I want you to hear it because the microphone is working great. Here we go. Now, if you can do that 3 times, you have accomplished your straight edge cutting. Practice, practice, practice. Because again, gang, you know, we can teach anyone to fabricate the stained glass. But you're going to have to develop your own technique about cutting glass. I'm going to show you now. Tonight, we're going to practice on, and the camera is right in the right spot because you can see these little waves, okay? So 2 things I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you in the camera how I hold my glass cutter, okay? Just like that. And you can see that, okay? And now I'm going to cut this. And remember, because you're cutting patterns, what you want to do is you have to keep rolling the wheel on your glass cutter, and in order to make it cut what you want it to. Okay? So we're going to see that just like that, okay? Again, here we go. We've made our pattern. We're not in any hurry, and we're just moving right along the inside of our line. Okay, now because this is curved this way and this way, your running pliers will only run it probably halfway. Okay, did you hear that? Click. That's it. It ran it to right here, and I think you can see that. I'm going to turn this around, and we're going to run it back the other way, and it should just come right off. Watch. Okay?
That's awesome.
So, please, you know, I can't really stress this enough. Learn how to cut glass or your glass. Get your own technique, get your own, the way you feel, the way you hold your glass cutter. All of those things are important, not only to me because I'm trying to teach you how to cut glass, but they should be important to you. Your grinder, okay, I don't hear anything in that word that says glass cutter. Your grinder is to just clean it up, get it ready to go in. Do not depend on your grinder, please, to cut your glass for you. Take the time, purchase some 1/8 inch window glass, and once you do that, just practice. These little squiggly lines will teach you so much about the properties of glass. 2 of the properties of glass are that it breaks really easy and it cuts you. That's only 2. You can imagine what the rest of them are. Okay. So we're going to take this right here. This is our last cut. Pay attention. Listen to the sound going across the glass. The glass is smooth. The cutter wheel separates the molecules on the surface, which allows the glass. You're scoring the glass, not cutting. You are scoring the glass, separating the molecules on the surface, and that will allow the run to follow your score. Okay?
All right.
Here we go. Boom, I came right off. Now, here we go. We're going to run this again halfway. Okay, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's right there. The refraction of the light is right there. So we're going to come back to the other end, and we're going to cut that.
That's cool.
So, practice, ladies and gentlemen, practice cutting on window glass.
Thank you, Ray.
Thanks, Ray. Coming from somebody that does lamps, you understand those cuts, right? And we greatly appreciate your observations on that. I love cutting glass. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this little story because we have a few minutes, and I want to tell you this story. So I got a job in the glass industry. It was a summer job out of high school, and the first time I saw two guys pick up a big sheet of glass. Now, I'm talking about a sheet of glass now, not a little window pane. I'm talking about a sheet of glass, 12 feet long and 9 feet tall. That's a sheet of glass. They picked this glass up, laid it over on a table, and they laid it down. They moved it over on the table. So the guy jumped, one of the guys who I ended up working with for a long time after this, jumped up on the table. They marked it, and they scored it. He jumped off the table, went to the other end, and put his hands out kind of wide like this, and picked that piece of glass up. And it bowed like that. I went the other direction. I had no idea what was getting ready to happen, but apparently, and they did, not apparently, they knew what was going to happen. So they slid the straight edge underneath of the score, let the glass down, and took their hand on either side of that score, and the straight edge was in the middle, and they pushed down, and that glass followed that score on that glass, all 9 feet of it, all the way to the other end, and boom, we were cutting tabletops. The most just nerve-wracking thing I had ever seen my first day on the job turned into the most fun thing that I enjoyed doing, which was cutting big glass and making tabletops and just really, enjoying myself. But handling big glass, y'all, is awesome. So
Yeah, I get so excited about it.
I get excited about those things.
Okay. So,
Thanks for listening.
do you have any more glass demos you want to tell us about? Demonstrate for us?
Well,
Because we do have time.
we do, and there's I think we can probably and I don't know if anybody can see this or not, but what I'm going to do is we're going to try and take this out right here, okay?
Okay.
Now, as you can see, I'm turning my glass, rolling my cutter, and moving my hand all at the same time. It's kind of like chewing gum, patting your belly, and rubbing your head. And I can do all three. So, that and $4.18 will get you a latte at Dunkin' Donuts. So, I'm using my grousing pliers because I'm coming in here. I'm going to just get it started. And I just have it started. Now, I've taken my running pliers and I've ran this run to about right here, about halfway. And I don't know if you can see the it's really tough with the light refraction. I can see it. It's really hard for y'all. So now I'm going to come in here, and I can't get inside the circle, so I want to be outside. And did you hear that? Just that little pop. And now I'm going to take it with my finger underneath. I'm going to run it just a little bit more. Now I'm going to put both knuckles underneath and run it. Did you hear that crack? Pop. All right, so now this is the piece that we want. This is the piece that we want right here. We don't care anything about this. I'm going to show you a trick. I'm going to take my running pliers, and instead of putting them on the right way, which is with the nut up, I'm going to put them on upside down and just squeeze it just a little bit. Then I'm going to come over here and squeeze it just a little bit. Okay? Now, I don't know if y'all saw that, but here's the deal. When you're breaking glass, and I've said this to you before, glass breaks like this, okay? It breaks like this. So when I put my running pliers on upside down, Barbara's getting ready to switch over to the next screen for us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When we
What you need?
nothing, when you put your running pliers on upside down and just squeeze it a little, because you're not going to break it. It's already broke. Do it on both sides. That right there, y'all, will come out. Okay? So, just wanted to let you know about that. Just another rule of thumb about your glass cutting. Put some Band-Aids on the table. Because if you're not leaking, you're not working.
If you're not bleeding, you're not working.
If you're not bleeding, you're not working. That comes from Pops.
Okay. I'm going to put a little banner up here. So you guys who haven't entered,
Please do. Please enter for that 15-minute consultation with me or Barb, either one. We both have as much knowledge about this industry as anybody.
he's the guy.
No,
Okay.
I'm the guy that...
He's the guy. Okay, so just enter stained glass in the chat.
Hashtag stained glass.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get that up there so everybody gets a chance to enter.
Please
Because
do.
we're going to do the drawing shortly. And so, yeah, just put in there. Are we finished with the glass?
Well, I did my little half circle thing out of the way here.
Okay. All right.
And if you have any questions about cutting glass, what to do about a certain cut or a certain piece of glass, just remember, you can't do this, okay? You can't do
Oh,
that.
you're so sweet. The dream team.
You can't do that without drilling a hole there.
Okay, did you show them that? They can't see that. Well, let me add it.
That's because you have to show them.
Let me just make
That's because she has to show you what I'm trying to show you.
I'm talking to our friends.
So you see this, there's two black lines here, y'all.
Okay.
where those two black lines intersect is got to be a hole in order for you to take this out of this and keep it. You must put a hole there in order to eliminate this. Okay? I want you to think about it because that's the only way that it can be done. If you want that to be 90 degrees. If you just want to curve it like that, well, you know, you might be able to get that out. I can, but so by curving that around, okay, and we're going to turn the pliers over. And one more time. Okay. So if you want to curve that, then you might be able to get that out. But if you want a perfect 90-degree corner that you're going to put another 90-degree piece into, you must drill a hole in that corner and run both scores to it and then grind it so that you have a 90-degree corner. That is the only way to do it, y'all. Okay? Hey, thanks for tuning in to Glass Chat tonight. This is Ed. I'm with Barb, and we're at the table cutting glass for you guys.
Okay, now I hope that you guys have entered for the drawing.
I hope so.
Because we are going to draw in just a few minutes. I want everybody to get entered. If we have any more questions, we can take a few questions. Karen said holy chicken lips. Thanks, Karen.
I've always wanted some chicken lips, man.
How do you get... Okay, here. How do you get the flux off if I left it on overnight? Pray? Wash it.
You're going to have to wash it. Okay. And
hope-
make it... Note to self, do not do that anymore.
Okay, so what you're going to find is when you leave the flux on there overnight, it may have etched your glass.
It may have acid etched it because flux is an acid.
Right.
And it will etch the glass because it's going to leave a mark that's really crummy. And you're going to have trouble getting that brown out of the thing, out of your joints.
Well, when you put your patina on, get it off of there right away because that patina will get in those little etched parts of that glass and discolor your glass.
That's
So
what's
put
going to
your
turn it
patina
brown.
on, and that's going to mess up your glass. So put the patina on, wash it really good with baking soda before you put the patina on. Get all that flux off of there. And
wash it, baking soda and water mixed. Make like a paste, not a paste, right? But something you need to clean it, okay?
But don't do that. And we talked about that earlier. And then Ray has a question, how do you foil a tight inside curve without damaging the foil?
Well, the first thing you want to do, Ray, is make sure that when you're going into that curve that you're not stretching the foil, okay? Now, when you go to pinch it around that curve, sometimes it will split just a little tiny bit, and that's fine, okay? That's fine if it splits just a little bit going around that curve. But you'll find that if you make sure that you don't stretch it going into that curve, that you'll have less cracks in the curve, and it'll fit stickier, and it'll be like the way it's supposed to be for you. Because a couple of little cracks in the curve, your solder will cover that up and you won't notice it. But if you got a big crack, nothing's going to stick.
It is a little bit aggravating getting those inside curves. Yes, it splits.
Yeah, inside curve because you can't stretch the copper. Mm-hmm. That's the dilemma that you have, you know.
Yep. So, okay, do we have any more questions? And we will get on with this drawing because I know. Okay, so now everyone that's in the drawing, please hang out after the drawing because I want to send you a private chat and we can get your information. Brenda got off. If Brenda's back on here, Brenda, get in touch with me or let me know you're here so I can get in touch with you because I couldn't follow up.
So yeah, there's a lot of you out there that didn't chime in, but you're watching the show, and we appreciate that. And if what we're doing is helping you in any way throughout your process or your project, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. And, you know, all comments are welcome.
And
you know what you need to do is
ring that bell.
Ring that bell for us, Barb and Ed, on the RDRV Glass Studio channel here on YouTube.
And if you ring that bell, then you will get a notice when we go live and when we have a new video. So, and when we have community notices, which we try to put up about once a week.
Right.
So the live streams are just part of what we do, and we hope that we're improving as you're improving. I think we're improving together.
Yeah, I think so. And, you know, we're getting the bugs worked out because we did, like we promised, we got some new equipment from Santa this year. And we had to, you know, get the bugs worked out. So this is only our second show with our new equipment.
Yeah, we're still learning. So, Ray, I need to take your message down, but I can't find it. Okay, let me get some of this going, and we'll go ahead and get the drawing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, any more questions? Should I use wider foil?
No. Who, Karen?
No, Ray. Should he use wider foil since it splits? I think it.
I have done this, Ray, in the past with small inside curves. Is take it and pull the paper off the back of the copper foil tape, and just stretch it ever so slightly, because it will stretch a little bit, and try and put it in that way. I wouldn't use a larger foil unless you're using something like 5/32 foil, and then I would definitely go to 3/16 for sure. But 7/32 seems to be the normal for all thicknesses of glass, and if you can stick with the 7/32, that's what I would do. Because it gives you a 32nd on each side of the glass, and you're better off, or a 16th on each side of the glass. So.
Okay, so Karen wants to know, so what about if she wants to keep it silver?
Steel wool it. Clean it really good, and then steel wool it.
Yeah, clean it, and it will stay silver. Yeah.
Well, after you wax it. You still have to do your same finishing process. Mm-hmm. Just you're changing the color of the metals on the solder. That's all you're doing.
Right. All right. So, if we don't have any more questions.
So we want to try to use the smallest copper foil that you can and still keep the window together, because y'all, solder right now is $28 a pound, and it's killing me.
Okay. Well, let's do something to make you happy.
Let's do something that won't kill me.
Now let's see if we can get this. Am I sharing this yet? Oh, it's not giving me any entries. What in the world? New tab. Why doesn't I have any entries? Hang on a second. Let me get this right.
They had to put it somewhere other than the chat, didn't they?
No, they had to put it in the chat. Go back. Okay, we'll get there in a minute. I'm sorry. Oh no, what happened? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah,
What in the
so
world's
we
going
need to
on?
just go ahead and practice cutting our glass. Practice, practice, practice.
Okay,
You'll find that the frustration level
share screen.
will greatly decrease if you'll cut your glass correctly. And the amount of time you're going to spend on the grinder will greatly decrease as well, because you're actually cutting the glass to fit instead of...
Oh man. I don't know what's going on here, guys, but I'm going to stay here until I figure it out. Is that still on? Okay.
I don't know. I'm here for moral support.
I'm going to need some moral support.
Because I have no
I'm
idea.
really
We had
mad
to do
right
something
now.
last week to get them all in the thing, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh
So
gosh. Okay. Hang in there, guys. We'll be right back.
I thought it was in something besides the chat that you had to put it in.
It is giveaway tools right here. And I should be able to go to it. I already did that. No, there's more than 3 entries. Okay. Go back. Giveaway tool. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all are going to kill me. Okay, chat with each other. Share my screen. Share my screen. Oh, it's telling me there's only 3 entries. That's not right. Let me see if it'll give... Okay. Cancel. Let's do this. It should be more than that. It should be a lot more than that. Okay. They're going to have to...
All right, everybody, re-enter.
Re-enter. We're going to
Please.
have to re-enter. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but it didn't catch the first part of the stream. And oh my gosh, I will sit here until everybody gets re-entered. Please.
We're not going anywhere.
I'm not going
get yourself
anywhere,
re-entered.
guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's only showing 4 of you re-entered. Just if you can,
Just take a minute, re-enter.
I'll tell you what. If you re-enter, we will do 2 of them. I'll do 2 drawings.
Well,
Okay.
How you gonna
to
do
make
that?
up for it. I think it'll let me do it twice.
well, don't try it now at their
I'm
expense.
not going to do it now. We got 6, so I think we need about 25 or 26 of them. So
Come on,
yeah.
everybody.
Come on, everybody. We're going to do 2 drawings instead of 1, just to make up for the aggravation of tonight. I'm sorry. So that's my fault, I guess. Just enter stained glass in the chat, and we will do 2 drawings. Just give everybody a chance to go ahead and get entered. Please. Okay, I see people doing it. Yes, Karen, please do it again. Please do it again. And we're going to do 2 drawings to make up for my dumb mistake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just
It's
feel like
all good, y'all.
I feel like a dummy, but I am a dummy. Okay, just put stained glass in the chat. We're going to do 2 drawings. Let's see. We'll give you all a few minutes. There's 20 people on. Do it again. Did you get mine, Ray? If you just put it in, Ray, do it. Yes, Ray, I did get it. Yes, I see it. Let's see how many people we have so far. We have 9 entries so far. And
Keep up the good work, everybody. Hashtag stained glass.
hashtag stained glass, and we're going to do the drawing. Thanks, Ray. I appreciate that. I feel like a dummy. I swear, this brain doesn't work like it used to.
Hashtag stained glass, everybody.
Hashtag stained glass. And We're going to do 2, I think. I think I can do 2. So, thanks, Karen. Okay, we're going to wait a little bit longer. Everybody, put in your hashtag stained glass. Let's see how many entries we have. We have 9. Okay, did you get mine? Yes, I did. I got those. I got those. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, yes,
Fine.
yes. Okay.
Hey, Patsy.
Hey, Patsy.
Good to have you back.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and share this now, right? We can share this now. Is that showing up? Can you see?
You got 10 now.
Got 10? Okay. So we're going to share that. Now, is that shared? Can you guys see that? Let's see if I can.
And while we're looking, and if you guys just joined us, the question of the night was, where do you live and what temperature is your temperature outside tonight?
Yeah.
We know everybody's cold, but we just wanted to see where you were from and what your temperature is outside.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going to do the drawing, and is it going to let me do the drawing from here, or do I have to go there?
Wrong.
Is it, can they see?
Yeah.
Can you see that? Patsy Posey. Can they see that?
Yeah. All right, Patsy, remember, don't leave until you contact Barb so that we can get you a phone number to contact me.
Patsy, you're the winner. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. So, is it going to let me do it again? It's not? Okay. It should. Okay, Patsy. I need to get, oops. Draw again. Okay, we're going to do another drawing. I hope you guys can see that. Patsy won again. Okay, we're going to do it again. For some reason, it's not working. Mike P. Mike P. So stay online. Let us get in touch with you. And then we will be right back.
Have them
Okay, where are
send
the
us their
comments?
information and just fill it out on the arty@conwayglass.com/RDRV. Leave us an email, right?
Right. Okay, Patsy got, okay, winners. Congratulations, Mike. Let me send you each a private chat and, okay. And then we will send you that address so you can get in touch with us. And thank you so much for, I'm sorry this was confusing, but
It's new equipment, y'all. It's not like a piece of glass or something that we can handle.
I'm sending you a private chat, and you can get back in touch with me, and I'll give you all of Ed's information, and you can get in touch with him. Send. And then, who was the other one?
Patsy.
Posey, right?
Mm-hmm. You know, Barb, this live stream was fun tonight because of all the cool questions that everybody was asking. It's just awesome.
I hate that we are just so.
Well, working with glass is exciting anyway, and we have all these new friends and everybody that's watching our channel, and hopefully they're learning from us. And you know, actually, we learn from them as well, Barb. So
That's right.
you know, it's a two-way street.
We had some good questions tonight, and if those messages, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's go here and take this out. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I know that was confusing, but the winners tonight, I've sent you a private chat, I think. If you do not see that, not sure what's going on, but you can contact me, Barb, at conwayglass.com. Okay, so Mike and Patsy, contact me, Barb, at conwayglass.com, and I will get you all the information to get in touch with Ed. And if anyone has any questions, you can send me an email at barb@conwayglass.com. I'm so sorry that was
No, we're good.
confusing.
I thought it was really exciting, Barb. You know, you have to have. It's like everything else. Not everything goes exactly as planned all the time. So, fortunately, you know, Barb and I wear many different hats within the company, and this is just another hat that we had to add to our hat rack.
Okay, Debbie had a question. Okay, she had one more question. We do have time for another question, Debbie. She is trying to work on a layered piece that is a relief of a line. It fell and broke into many pieces. So she has to break out the bad pieces and melt the old solder. What's the best way?
Okay, are you ready? Get a little baby, a little nose sucker, and it's a solder sucker. And so you want to use that, and you just put a little tiny bit of water inside the bubble, and you melt your solder, and you squeeze the bubble, then you melt your solder, and you let the bubble go, and it sucks the solder up in it. Or you can get a soldering wick. The best thing that you can do is the glass that's broken already is break it out before you do anything. And it's so much easier to clean up if you're copper foiling. If you're fixing lead, then all you have to do is get rid of the broken glass and insert the new pieces. You don't have to take the window apart. So, break out the bad pieces, and then take your soldering iron, go around the edges, get rid of the old foil that's left there, and then lay your new glass on top of it, make your new pattern, grind it, foil it, and insert it into the window, and you're moving on to the next one.
Okay, I think I figured this out about.
So hopefully that helps you out, Debbie. And we appreciate you tuning in tonight. I think that's the first time we've seen you, or that, you know.
Who's that?
Debbie
Yeah,
Prang?
I think it is. I think
it's the first time we've seen you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And I hope that answer will help you out. Because I've always found with copper foil, it's easier to break the glass out first and then ask for forgiveness later.
Really, that's true.
Yeah, just break the glass out. Then you got a clean opening to work with. Run your soldering iron around it. That stuff will drop right off. And just remember, wear a little something on your arms so that hot solder doesn't drip down on you.
Yep. And thank you guys for bearing with us and getting us through this challenging time of learning how to do this YouTube stuff. And I just get as frustrated as you probably do when some of your stained glass projects and you're just learning. So I appreciate you.
I don't get frustrated with this because I know nothing about it anyway. So, do what you do best.
Yes.
And that's exactly what Barb and I do. We do what we do best.
We try. And so, we're here to share what we know, and we hope that you guys will share what you're learning and be a mentor to someone else that's learning along the way.
Yeah, so if you'd like to learn more about Barb and I, you can go to our website and read about us at conwayglass.com. And remember, you can always go to our shop page at conwayglass.com/RDRV. And that'll get you to the shopping page and everything. So we'll check us out. And if you have any other questions, and you feel free to ask questions about not just glass, but about us if you'd like. But of course, those questions are limited.
Okay, everybody, we're headed home. We're going to fix some supper, and we hope you guys have a great week. Stay warm.
Hugs to everybody out there. 40 below. I know it's cold.
And we will see you guys next week.
Monday night, 7 o'clock. Look forward to seeing y'all.